konbanwa. Today I'm gonna do a retrospective on what I did in the last 1.5 weeks, on how I actually adhered to my plans or not, and so on and so forth. So, as I said last week, I was basically planning to do a chapter on Minna no Nihongo, my book, daily 10-minute hiragana katakana drill, create a kanji notebook, and record one video with basic Japanese reading. So I did, 2 out of those 4 things. I did go through the chapter 2 in Minna no Nihongo, and I did record myself reading out loud a small, simple, basic Japanese text. But I neglected doing the 10-minute daily drill. Reason why? It wasn't really that interesting. Instead, I discovered something different. It's called karuta. Karuta is a Japanese game, so where you have like a set of cards which have just a hiragana with then a picture, and that's one set, and the other set has like a poem or similar, or a short text on them. So that text is read, and the first syllable is a hiragana which one has to pick up. So I just downloaded some apps on that and played it online. And I completely forgot about the kanji notebook. So 2.5 out of 4 things is what I did. So I was thinking a lot during the past 1.5 weeks, and I realized a few things. So first of all, most likely the reason why I didn't get anywhere with my Japanese was I did not have a concrete goal. So the reason why was, while I was studying at university, I did not do any of the exams because I was already stressed out enough doing the assignments and exams for my normal classes. Computer science is what I studied, so it was really assignment heavy. So my study group isn't really working that well either. So I was studying with a friend I mentioned before, I think, but she's quite busy as well. She has other projects and everything, and our Japanese levels are different. So organizing the meeting, which we wanted to do once a week, didn't really work out. So I'm gonna try do this on my own a bit more. And I noticed that I have the tendency of trying to use a lot of tools. Tools are everything for me, basically. I like the website called Tofugo. They basically have a lot of information about Japan, recommendations about Japanese reading, stuff like that. And I always discover new things because of that. And I have so many bookmarks, so many tools, and I keep using them for a few days and then I forget about them. I need to get rid of that. I need to just choose a few important ones. I even attempted to translate a light novel. I'm not sure if you know what a light novel is. So it's basically like a young adult novel, Japanese ones, which are released. Usually they are originally web novels. So I'll add a link at the description box on where you can find these. But they are basically stories out of which animes or mangas are made. And I actually tried to translate like one chapter of one I liked, which is called I Reincarnated, so the next thing to do is to live a happy life. It's a really nice one, but there are only 2 chapters out translated at the moment. But that was an epic fail because it's much harder than I thought. Finally, the thing I tried as well was getting back into Japanese drama. So my issue with Japanese dramas is that I don't like them. Most of them are really over the top, overly romantic, and they are not the type of thing I usually watch. So I found one which I watched straight. It was that good. So it's 10 episodes and it's called I'm Home, and it's a real tearjerker. I was always like with tissues and everything. But yeah, it was really good to watch, and I'll rewatch it probably to practice my Japanese, maybe do some shadowing or something like that. So basically I don't have new tasks at the moment, but just things that I want to improve on. So that's doing more of the karata. I set myself a goal, so which I did now. I'm planning to do GLPTN 5 next year in the summer session. Then I want to do some Japanese drama shadowing, and I want to reduce the amount of tools I'm using. So those are the 4 main things. Another thing is that another girl on YouTube is basically doing the same thing. I am documenting her Japanese language journey. She's called Tamichan0830. I'll add a link to her channel as well. And we're gonna try and maybe communicate while we are doing our Japanese studies. I mean, I think she's been learning for 6 years, so around the same amount of time I invested in studying Japanese. We'll see what will come out of this. That's basically my retrospective. Thanks for watching, and feel free to ask questions. I'll add all of the information on the tools I mentioned in the description box below. So, Jana.